Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something huge. Seriously, it might be the biggest shakeup for spreadsheets since, well, spreadsheets were invented.
You know, that quote from Alan Kay really hits the nail on the head for what we're talking about today. Microsoft isn't just predicting the future of data analysis, they're actively building it for millions of us.
So have you ever had that feeling? You're just staring at this giant grid of numbers and you know the answers are in there somewhere, but it feels like they're locked behind this wall of crazy formulas? If that sounds familiar, then you are in the right place.
All right, section 1, the Excel struggle is real. And it is real, right? For decades, if you wanted to be an Excel wizard, you had to wrestle with this incredibly steep learning curve. We're talking VLOOKUPs, pivot tables, all that stuff that honestly looks more like a secret code than a business tool.
Think about it. To master things like index match or those wild array formulas, that took months, sometimes years of serious practice. And what that did was create this massive gap, right? You had your questions on one side and your data's answers on the other, and in between was this confusing language of ampersands and parentheses, super frustrating.
Okay, so now for the exciting part. That barrier we just talked about, it's coming down. Microsoft is rolling out a brand new function that is set to completely change how we talk to our data, and it's called Copilot.
So what is the Copilot function? Well, think of it like this. It's basically an AI-powered data analyst built right into every single cell of your spreadsheet. You don't have to write complicated code anymore, you just ask in plain, normal language.
And this right here, this is the whole idea. Instead of learning Excel's language, Excel now speaks yours. That one single shift is what makes this a real revolution. It's not just another cool feature, it's a fundamental change in how we work.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when you're using it? Let's check out a fantastic before and after that really shows off the power here.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got that classic, ugly, nested IF formula. You know the one comma out of place and the whole thing just breaks. But on the right, it's a simple English sentence that does the exact same thing. It's not just easier to write, it's way easier for anyone to read and understand what's going on.
And here's another great example. Imagine you have, say, 500 customer reviews to go through. The old way? That's hours of your day, gone. Just reading, sorting, tagging, it's a total drag. The Copilot way? You write one command and it's done, instantly. That's not just a small improvement, that is a massive leap in how much you can get done.
So what's the magic behind all this? It's not just some simple shortcut. This is powered by some really sophisticated AI. It's using natural language processing, or NLP, to actually understand your everyday language. It's got data analysis models baked right in to spot trends and patterns. And, this is key, it's dynamic. If you change your data, the Copilot analysis updates right along with it, just like any other formula.
And the result of all this? It completely flattens the learning curve. Think about it. The path to becoming a data expert used to take years of practice. Now, you can start getting incredibly powerful results in minutes. The only skill you really need is the one you already have, knowing how to ask good questions.
So that brings us to a really important question. Who is this for? Who really needs this right now? And honestly, the answer is pretty much anyone who works with data. Let's take students and researchers. For them, this is a total game changer. Instead of getting bogged down for weeks trying to learn some complex statistical software or formula syntax, they can just ask a simple question and focus on what actually matters, their research and what the data is telling them. Or how about business managers? Now, they can talk directly to their data. There's no more waiting around for a report from the analytics team. They can ask questions in a meeting, on the fly, and get answers right away. That means faster, smarter decisions.
And this is maybe my favorite part. For small business owners, this is massive. It basically democratizes data science. They get access to the kind of powerful analytics that used to be only for huge corporations with massive budgets. It levels the playing field and gives them a real competitive advantage.
And if you zoom out, in a rapidly digitizing economy like India, for example, this is more than just a neat upgrade. It's a potential catalyst for massive growth and innovation. It can transform education, empower millions of small and medium businesses, and make high-level analytics affordable for pretty much everyone.
Okay, so let's get practical. How can you start using this incredible power? Well, the best part is, your data journey can start right now, and it's a lot easier than you might think.
Getting your hands on this is surprisingly simple. Here's a quick 4-step plan you can do today in the next 24 hours. First, just check your Microsoft 365 subscription. Second, you'll want to enable the beta channel in your Excel settings. Third, pick one dataset. You know, that one that always gives you a headache. And finally, just try it. Write your very first Copilot function.
And really, that brings us to the final point. The question isn't if AI is going to transform how we work with data. It's already happening. The real question is, are you going to be one of the first to grab this new power and run with it? Because the people who jump on this now are going to have a huge head start.
Now, the insights for this explainer came from a fantastic deep dive over at Multigyan. For more blogs like this, definitely check them out at www.multigyan.in. And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe to the Multigyan YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in.